EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the...
And now the Falcons on a 1st and 10, getting ready to go on offense. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Freeman again. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Let's go. You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And they get 14 yards there at a 1st down. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
On 2nd down, Freeman. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
False start, offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Yeah, Sanders now to return. Oh, twisting away. Oh, now he bowls him over. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now a play fake. Breeze. They shakes him off. Now he's flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
The punter wing is on as he sends this one away. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, When they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there. On the high throw, luckily fell incomplete. That one goes for 36 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 32 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the fourth. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run with Freeman. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, a nice spin. And now running right through it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe there's a double shot of...
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Deion Jones in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Back to throw. Complete out right to Kurz. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Duke Riley in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And Graham's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively, they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. That's caught inside the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Ready. Check. Get set.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Bruce Irvin in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Walsh adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another fourth-quarter comeback?
And it's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guys on defense have the lead.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you,
on.
so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah.
Select the team you want to join. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the right. Start the regular season by selecting your season goal. Start your week by meeting your season goal comes with higher rewards, but also higher.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. J.J. Nelson, 75 yards. And the Cardinals. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's second down. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
And you take a look at this draft class from the season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff. Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. They'll drop to throw. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line. Well, the Cardinals coming out here and take a look back, Charles, at 2017. Really, everything started going south, unfortunately, week 1. That's when they lost David Johnson to a wrist injury. From there, they really couldn't turn it around.
And in the offseason, coaching change.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll get inside of Washington's 15 before being taken down. A huge play there for Arizona. 65 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
They'll look to throw here on first down. On the move. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 11. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. So the first interception. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Lets it go for Nelson. And got his man complete. A big play there just before halftime. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. How about the rookie in his NFL debut? Looking sharp. It's 1st and 10. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Lets it go for Nelson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cardinals win. He'll come out throwing here on first down. Buying time to his left. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. Room to run past midfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally down at the 32-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Broken tackle that escapes the sack. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll set up a throw. And he fins him off. And now he'll take it and run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. Yeah, I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's their quarterback taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass. They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. Space to maneuver at the 40. As he'll get this one out to the 44-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. A big welcome back carry for David Johnson, who almost missed all of last year. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. As David Johnson works his way back from the wrist injury, what are the hesitations, the cautions for him?
Well, number one, you want to make sure he's got full strength in the wrist because he's going to carry the football an awful lot, so ball security is important. And you definitely want to make sure there's flexibility there because he's been such a great pass catcher in the past. You want to make sure he gets back to being able to do that as well.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. The first down carry here for Johnson. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably good for him. The wrist seems fine. The legs were never a problem as DJ's in the backfield again on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Let's go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Jonathan Allen. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
He'll look to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution?
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Looking to throw. Forced out to his left.
Boom!
Still fighting through tackles. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Not only another 1st down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
Let's go. Brad 38.
They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. Now he's flushed out left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Come on, let's go. What? 90.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Out to his left. He's going to go up top for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Able to get away. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra.
They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Come on!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Cardinals, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Washington, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. That'll do it for us.
Once you're ready, go ahead and select Advance Week to get to your next game. Start your week by installing your game plan.
It's girly power. It's the coach.
They'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Bad 38. Bad 38.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. He lost 6 there on the first down play. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very... There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson, his 3rd touchdown now. start the drive. Caught by Nelson left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And Nelson's got it here right side. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll drop the throw, eluding the pressure right. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. The numbers for Fitzgerald from last week, well up over 100 yards, and one of those catches found his way into the end zone.
I do think he'll be hard-pressed to duplicate those numbers this week, though, because he's gotten their attention, so they will double him on every snap at a minimum. In some cases, they'll triple him.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we get ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Powering his way forward. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And the Cardinals are in. Touchdown.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an...
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Fighting through pressure. Steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Nelson. That one goes for 24 yards. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. A reminder coming up at halftime, the coach is back. He made it through the first weekend. That's the good news, and he's going to regale you with stats and scores from around the NFL here in the early games in Week 2.
You think he questioned coming back for Week 2 having to work with us?
I think he did. He's just happy that he is far away in Orlando. Whoa! It still won't go down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Forced out to his left. There's the first NFL catch for the former Aggie Christian Kirk. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's their quarterback on his way to a monster game. 3 first. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flush to his right. Lets it go for Nelson. It's caught inside the 25. And we're going to get a timeout with 2. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the set...
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Aaron Donald in there to get him for a loss of 5. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You talk about some terrific athletes.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Bryce Butler, his first time. They'll look to throw now on first down. Being chased out left. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Mark Barron able to get him for a loss of about 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. He'll drop to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field. And really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, batted free. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them. So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Let's go! White 90! White 90!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. And that is going to do it. To throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Ramik Wilson able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get him to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Buying time to his left. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Pro Bowl corner, Marcus Peters, there to make the play.
The first time I saw Marcus Peters was in a practice session when he was at the University of Washington. I literally was watching someone else, and my eyes kept going to him. I thought he played the corner position with extreme intelligence, even as an undergrad there.
What year was that?
It would have been his sophomore year at Washington, and he's carried over the same playmaking skills to the NFL, and we just saw him knock.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Lets it go for Nelson. Time for a break. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Mark Barron in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
The Cardinals on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12.
They'll set up to throw.
Able to find Kirk complete. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. He gets away from one. Shrugs off another.
The improv on the script.
The first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On play action, they'll throw. Steps away. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They'll look to throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want it. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
One possession game. Time very much a factor.
How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. What? 90.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Here we go. Bad 38. Bad 38.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his left. And Gresham has it left side. And then he goes with a juke. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. A
partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Hello again, everybody. It is...
Come on, let's go!
They'll look to throw. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back to throw. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So the same tandem connecting on back-to-back throws to start the game.
And maybe throwing the scouting report off just a little bit. That's not exactly what they think is going to be their number 1 receiver, but he's producing already early in this game.
Back to throw here. And Gresham's got it. The middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there at 22. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on his first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Akeem Hicks in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in.
And the pressure gets to him again. Aaron Lynch in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Fitzgerald. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just set
under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep in the deep. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Here we go.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Right side complete to Butler. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. First down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Open space inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Their mobile quarterback with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's... From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Steps away to his left. Room here to run. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
Come on, let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And they've got it here with a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. On the move to his left. Caught by Nelson left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll drop the throw. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Larry Fitzgerald. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They'll set up a throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Uses the spin. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, it all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Lets it go for Nelson. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Cardinals. 56 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the day. When quarterbacks would try this, they were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Here we go. What? 90.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll start with the big one in Southern California. The first time in a couple decades that 2 LA teams are squaring off with one another. And it is the Chargers.
And we will skip the high.
Let's go. Grind 38.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What?
Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And an alley to run. And down he'll go at the 25. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Cardinals. 56 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. Grind 38. Grind 38.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football.
So out now come the Cardinals. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Grind 38. Grind 38.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
A big 30-yard play on third.
That has to be frustrating for defenders. Third down, they take a shot way downfield. There is good coverage, yet they still come down with the football and pick up a big gain.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. 190. 190.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard. Second sack now of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
That is right. Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
They'll run him now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long. They're going to look to throw. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
I remember a coach told me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, well, they've got 95% chance of winning.
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And got his man complete. He won't go down. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 64 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Here we go. What?
They'll look to throw. Buying time, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's their quarterback taking it in, and the Cardinals will extend their lead. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On play action, they'll throw. Steps away. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. Only 1 timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have 1 timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch. Not at all.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Steps away to his left. And fights through 1 man. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He'll look to throw. He may try and run for this. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Cards, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Start your week by installing your game plan. Start your week by installing your game plan. Start your week by installing your game plan.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach, and you're tuned in to Madden 19.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. Give yourself your best chance to win.
So down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. Bryce Butler, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it?
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shane Ray in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. He'll have a first down past the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. They'll look to throw here on first down. Forced out to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
My good friend, I'm just going to pose the question to you. Did that look like a pass that he should have thrown?
Now, the rookie probably needs to be a little bit more careful in these situations.
Yeah, that thrower turned him into a veteran quicker, but not in the way that he wants. He wants to learn his lessons by making good throws, not throws like that.
Eluding the pressure right. Bust through the tackle. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. They'll set up to throw. Escapes the sack. And now running right through it. He may try and run for this. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
On third down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a first down.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to run with.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jarvis Jenkins able to drop him for a loss of 4. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down again. Reggie Ragland in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Come on, let's go.
Back to throw. And he's got Gresham. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jermaine Gresham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are in for 6.
Let's go.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Space to maneuver at the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Lets it go for Nelson. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. J.J. Nelson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Come on, let's go!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now on the run, he'll throw it back. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
Come on, let's go! White 90!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Being chased out left. And shutting him off. Now open field. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. Nice work to get 7 out of that. And it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Buying time to his left. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now here's a defensive time. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He sets to fire deep. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get.
He's got a man, complete. They give him a gain of 37.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen, that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cardinals will extend.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
No gain on the play there, second down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't
this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Dancing to his left. And fights him off. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. The Cardinals on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And the great veteran Eric Berry back to knock that one away.
And that play was what every defense is wary of. The big strike attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position. They didn't get fooled. And while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.
They work again from the 38 on. On second down, Johnson uses the stiff arm. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
Dumping it off for Johnson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals now adding on to the... And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And even with that broken tackle, can't get very far. Stops short of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here we go. Brad 38. Brad 38.
Again, it's Johnson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw here. It's caught. Nelson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
This is Madden 19. I'm the coach.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught at the 20. A huge play there for Arizona. 56 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they do. There.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. I think we have to give credit to them for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Here we go. Grind 38. Grind 38.
Now back to throw. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Their mobile, agile quarterback. A 10-yard touchdown run.
Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? I hope you can. Because the last time I used this camera, nobody could hear me.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham.
Oh!
Past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. 7-all is the score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll look to throw. Pressure is going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Jesus.
This game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
That huge loss on the sack.
Let's see what my Fortnite's at. It's still at 6. 6.5. What the heck?
They're going to look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Lets it go for Nelson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Robert Alford that time on the great coverage.
What? Oh. I was confused for a second.
ILL be gone like 3-0.
ILL come back and watch 50, 60 yards here if they then ensure that they don't have to pump the ball like they did last time.
What you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so he's not picking up a couple of first downs. If you want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs, and make sure you move the ball to their territory.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Oh, get off me. I'm going. You can't catch me. Yeah. Get off of me. Ah! Oh! Goal.
They go play action here on first down. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Gets by him at the 25. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So this will be... Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended receiver, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Come on, let's go!
They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Caught right side, Gresham. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. Fighting to stay upright. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. A strong running. Eluding the pressure. That's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team.
And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely. Play action. They'll throw. They'll roll him out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 39 that time.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the fourth now in Minneapolis. And it was the Vikings able to take home the victory. Dalvin Cook over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown. Back to throw. Oh, he got position on him and he pulls it in. Touchdown, Cardinals. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then
it's girly power. I'm John.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. Lets it go for Nelson. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, is what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is...
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Steps away to his left. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they show to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Lets it go. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Able to push his way through, being chased out left. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's out of bounds He's been out before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth.
Let's go!
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Now a play fake here on first down. Slips past him.
Where'd he go? Missed.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should... And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back them up 5.
Come on, let's go!
They'll set up a throw. Buying time to his left. Leaping over him. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Come on, let's go!
They'll look to throw here. On the move to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Ricky Seals-Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on.
San Francisco. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
PP. I like PP. WTF 95. Calm your actual bull sack.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach, and
What is your record?
Here we go. What?
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's brought. Down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. What?
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. Finding some room at midfield. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out.
You're winning MVP 100%.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And Johnson on an island by himself in the backfield, second and goal.
You're actually my dad.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown Cardinals. It's their quarterback as the first half is winding down.
Holy hell.
Back to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Shedding through the defense. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald.
Wrap up.
Still moving. Now a second timeout called for by the defense.
Basketball people be like that as a foul.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. They'll look to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. Screen play. Johnson. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now running right through him. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year. There are 7. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. Now following the sack, they'll come up. Back to throw now in his own end zone, eluding the pressure right. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
PP.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second.
Greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They go to Johnson again, and they'll take the yard line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds.
Play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
They go play action here on 1st down. Being chased out left. Whoosh. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Arizona Cardinals.
They're going to look to throw. Flush. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go. It got his man complete. There he goes right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Bryce Butler, 83 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Back to throw here. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. And they've got it here with a first down. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A very solid gain of 27.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's their quarterback with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals are in for 6.
Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Fitzgerald's got it right side. A good pickup there, a 22.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Dancing to his left. Powers through. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter.
Here we go. Grand 38.
Back to throw. Eluding the... And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So getting the big touchdown. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Day.
Welcome to Draft Week. Select the team you want to join. Welcome to Draft Week. All the effort you spend scouting comes down to this. Select the team you want to join. Welcome to Draft Week. All the effort you spend scouting comes down to this. Start the draft when you're ready. Select the team you want to join. Start your season with Select the team you want to join.